So it is early morning here in North Carolina, and I'm up and I wanted to record this video to respond to something that my friend Tina asked me about yesterday. And I put out this appeal to say, hey, if there's a topic that you're interested in having me cover, let me know what that topic is. And Tina gave me one. And so I went to bed last night with this on my mind. And I woke up this morning with the same thing on my mind. So I wanted to record the video before my family actually gets going this morning. And in this video, this vlog style video, what I'm going to attempt to do is to address what it is that Tina has asked me. And her question to me was, when it comes to goal setting, what is most important? Is it motivation or determination? And so we are going to dig into that right now. Regie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. You can definitely tell that it is early morning because my voice has a different type of sound to it, but hopefully it will settle down here in a moment as we work through this question that Tina has asked me. And I don't know why it is that Tina has asked me this question. I'm not certain if she knows that it is because I love talking about this type of topic, that being goal setting. I don't know if she has a specific goal that she is setting for herself, so she's trying to work through how to make that magic. I don't know if she, is thinking about the fact that this is the time of the year in which people start to actually set their goals for the new year and they're trying to formulate it. I'm not quite certain what motivated Tina to ask me this question, but I am certainly glad that she did because I love these type of topics. And as I mentioned, I was thinking about this last night. I went to sleep with it on my mind. I woke up with it on my mind this morning, and I was drinking my first cup of coffee. I was like, you know what? I am going to record this video right now. I need to get it in before these kids wake up and start making all kinds of noise. But in her question, Tina basically asked me, when it comes to goal setting, what is most important for someone to achieve that goal? Is it motivation or determination? And I'm going to tell you for a fact that I don't care whether you are motivated or not. Your motivation does not matter in any way, shape, or form. It really does not matter. And let me first define the word motivation. I wanted to look it up, and there are basically three definitions, if you will, for motivation. The first one, the act or process of giving someone a reason for doing something. The act or process of motivating someone. That is the first. The second one is the condition of being eager to act or work, the condition of being motivated. And the last one, a force or influence that causes someone to do something. Those are essentially the three definitions of motivation. And I'm actually going to tweak Tina's question just a little bit. I'm going to tweak it, and I'm going to change out the word determined or determination for stick-to-itiveness. I'm a huge fan of the word stick-to-itiveness. I've actually used this word for years in lots of different ways, oftentimes to describe myself because I believe that I demonstrate stick-to-itiveness. And let me define it for you. Here's the definition of stick-to-itiveness. It means dogged perseverance. That's it. That's literally all that it means. Dogged perseverance, right? I don't believe in motivation. I don't. When I think about motivation, I oftentimes think about my son, who will say to me, I don't feel like doing that. Dad, I don't feel like cleaning up. I don't feel like this, that, or the other, right? And in my mind, I'm always like, well, buddy, I don't feel like waking up early in the morning to prepare your breakfast. I don't feel like cleaning up your toys every single day, all day, in various rooms of the house. Like, there are so many things that I have to do as an adult that I don't feel like doing. I don't feel like going to work. I'm pretty sure everybody out there has a ton of stuff that they do that they don't feel like doing, but they do it because it actually has to be done. Back in my fitness days, I rarely, I don't want to say never, I rarely felt like waking up at 5 a.m. and getting on the Stairmaster by like 5:15 or 5:30. I rarely felt like then training after my kids went to sleep, or my one kid at the time, technically, after they went to sleep and after Kelly went to sleep, and going to the gym to work out to then do more cardio after the workout. I rarely felt like it. I rarely was motivated to do it, but I still did it. I will tell you for a fact that motivation in my mind is an emotion. It is an emotion that has to be controlled. It is an emotion that will be used by a lot of people as an excuse for why they do not do certain things, why they did not accomplish certain goals. I didn't feel like it. I wasn't motivated. I wasn't inspired. Who cares? Who cares how you feel about it? You do it. You do it because it has to be done. That's where stick-to-itiveness comes in. Dogged perseverance. I got up every day and did what had to be done when it came to fitness. I do every single day what has to be done for my family, for my son, for my daughter, for my wife, because I have stick-to-itiveness. I have goals. I have objectives that I am trying to accomplish. And so I do those things regardless of how I feel about them. Yesterday I was up on a ladder. I was up on the ladder cleaning out gutters. And it was cold, and it was wet, and it was muddy. I was not motivated in any way, shape, or form to do that. But as my wife reminded me, we are homeowners, and these are the things that we do. So there is a goal, and there is the stick-to-itiveness to get up there on that ladder and blow out that first gutter, realizing that the other gutters were also full, and knowing that those also had to be done. Stick-to-itiveness is what has allowed me to be successful in my personal life, in my professional life, and when it comes to comics. I can tell you for a fact that I oftentimes did not want to spend hours going through the 100K collection to find books that I then graded, that I then posted on the website, that I then sold via the website, that I then bundled up and shipped off via FedEx or whatever, having to drive there. I rarely felt like doing those things, but I did them. Why? Because I had a goal. I had something that I was trying to accomplish. I had something that was meaningful to me that prompted me to get up off the sofa and to go do that thing in order to achieve that goal. That dogged perseverance is actually what kept me consistent with the goal that I had set for myself. It had nothing to do with the motivation. Motivation, like many emotions, in my mind, is a depreciating asset, right? You can be motivated one day and not motivated the next. Does that mean that your goal accomplishment takes a stutter step every time you are motivated versus not? You have to accomplish whatever your goal is, and you have to be consistent with it. You have to have the stick-to-itiveness if you are actually going to achieve that goal. If you focus on how you feel today versus tomorrow versus next month, then you're not going to be successful at doing the things that you say are important to you. Do you know how you achieve a goal? You achieve a goal by having stick-to-itiveness. I was able to get Hulk #1 and all the other books that I have in my collection because I set goals for myself and I stuck to those goals. It was that stick-to-itiveness to that goal that allowed me to resist the temptation of the FOMO monster. When that new comic comes along, that dope comic, when that video drops that says, you buy me, you have to buy me. If you don't buy it now, you're going to miss out on it. It is that stick-to-itiveness to my actual goal that allowed me to resist the temptation, because if I focused on motivation, I would then be motivated to go after that other comic that is not my goal, because that motivation, that inspiration, that desire to take action is, again, it is something that can be influenced by outside forces, right? It can be influenced by a YouTuber or an alert that comes up or a movie that drops or a buddy that you talk with at the LCS. That waxing and waning associated with emotion is not something that in many cases will lead you to success. You know what will? Dogged perseverance. Dogged perseverance. Set a goal. Come up with a plan. Stick to that plan. That is how you achieve the goals. That is how you build a successful collection if that isn't what you're trying to do, right? And again, I don't know what it is that motivated Tina to ask me this question. Maybe she knew that I was going to get all fired up about it and do a video like this that is like full of emotion. But whatever motivated her to do it, again, I am super thankful that she asked the question because I love topics like this. And I hope that you enjoyed my early morning ramblings as well. Maybe I have given you something to think about. Maybe I have helped somebody out there. I don't know at the end of the day, but that is partly why I create this content, to help people out there to make sense of comic book collecting. And one way that I do that is to talk about topics like this that allow you to sort out what is important, to sort out what it is that you actually want to focus on versus just saying, go buy this book or check out this book over here. Let me tell you the background of this book. We are so much more than just wallets. And that's part of the reason why I do videos like this or vlogs like this, because my hope is that it will inspire somebody. That is at the end of the day, the hope. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Shout out to Tina for giving me the idea. If you all need to reach out to me, you can actually do that on Instagram, and that is Regie Collects. If for some reason you have not subscribed to the channel for some crazy reason, I want to personally invite you right now. I want to personally invite you. I'm looking right at you. Go ahead, tap that button, turn on notifications, and that way you won't miss out on any of the content that comes out from the channel. With that said, I am not too hard to find if you need me. Take care.